Good evening, friends, followers, channel members. Happy Monday. New week is upon us, and yeah, this looks different, doesn't it? we're off to Dublin. I can't even remember if I've ever landed here live on stream in Dublin before. Certainly not to this new scenery that we're checking out today from MK Sims. This is the version 2 of Dublin that they've got now, newly released for Flight Sim 24. So hopefully the sim will behave itself and we'll actually get to see it. So yeah, I thought something a little bit different and a great way to kick off the new week. I really do like the Aer Lingus livery. I think it looks gorgeous. So again, the Fenix livery team doing a great job there. We're in the Fenix A320 as you can see, and we are departing from arguably my most favourite, most realistic airport of both Flight Sim 2020 2024, and that is Brussels, brought to life beautifully by the Aerosoft team. So really looking forward to that. I just realised the overhead banner isn't working. 1 minute. The overhead banner is green though, so that's good. Let me just check. What's our call sign today? Our call sign today is I'm going to get this wrong. I am going to call ATC with EasyJet at some point. But no, it is Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo. That's who we are today. So welcome on board, guys. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Vince Elk is also in the chat. Hey, AV8, good to see you. Christian, always good to see you, mate. Christoph, DC, Paul, Apple Creates, Philip Firth, Lulu, also in the chat. Good to see you, Lou. And Clever Trevor, good evening. If you're watching over on Twitch as well, good evening, guys. Hope you're all having fun. Pavel, is this plane also as good as the Phoenix? I hope so, because this is the Phoenix. That's what we're flying. And Deacon says hello from Nova Scotia. So good. Well, good afternoon to you. Right, let's delve in. Flight time today is about 1 hour and 20 minutes. So I'll bring up the operational flight plan, have a little look at this, go through stuff. To be honest, it's going to be an interesting flight for me personally because I do not know Dublin. Dublin is a brand new destination for me. Obviously, flying EasyJet stuff. We don't do Dublin ever. So quick look at this then. We're pretty full today. Only underloaded by 251. That's not very much, is it? So that's interesting. I have no idea where's that alternate. I will know it. It's not Cork, is it? Go on. Where's Echo India November? See, I don't know the Irish codes. I'll know it by the 4-letter code, by the 3-letter code, not the 4-letter code. Cruising 340, and well, a little headwind as well, nothing much. Shear rate is good, so cabin crew don't need to worry. Expecting off 25 right and coming in on 28 left. Lulu, Shannon, thank you. Plug fuel is about 6 tons. CNR for Shannon. I'd have got that then. There you go, with the 3-letter code, Sierra November. That's it would have triggered the memory. So Shannon CNR is 2.3. Let's just have a quick look at the flight log. Nothing really concerns me on this. This is all as planned. Little look at the weather then. Where's the weather data? Runway analysis, flight log is at the bottom here. Airport weather list. That might be in the airport data. There we go. So this is just a quick overview of what we're expecting. It's all Cat 1, isn't it? With a 60-knot crosswind at Dublin, actually. Oh, that could be fun. But visibility is fine there. Shannon's good. Belfast and... Yeah, okay, I'm not actually... Oh, it's Cork, isn't it? It's Cork, the other one. Yeah, a bit of a lower ceiling there. But no, we should get into Dublin. Absolutely no problems with that. Just having a quick look then what we've got here. What's the date today? It's the 3rd, isn't it? So wind is currently 190 at 16. That's why we've got 16 across then, isn't it? Overcast, that's quite high overcast. Visibility is fine. Fuel clouds 1,500. Yeah, that's all good. Tempo gusting up to 2.8. And yes, so... Oh, that could be a fun landing. Good little crosswind to look forward to. Little look at the node times then for Brussels. We are I can't remember what stand we are. Something like 234 right, I think. I'll double check that out in a minute. Nothing there in the SID. Approach procedures, don't need to worry about that. And what have we got with Dublin? So the Dublin VOR DME is not working. Shouldn't need it. Just check there's nothing wrong with the runways. Runway 2 right there, move for departure during operation hours. Oh, okay, yeah. So, no, it's all good. Weather charts, that's our flight route today. So over to the UK, up the backbone, and then across the Irish Sea. That looks like a fun approach. That'll be one of those approaches that hopefully we'll be able to get pulled off and vectored in easily. We've got a little bit of icing as well on the arrivals. That's not exactly unexpected this time of year. But other than that, yeah, that all looks pretty good. So what extra fuel are we going to take? Probably not that much actually, mainly because we won't take too much. I might take an extra. We might take just a couple hundred kilograms extra, just potential for the crosswind to go around, just in case something destabilizes us on approach. So yeah, if we'll take 6.2 tons of fuel and get that loaded up in a little bit. So yeah, there we are. Petet says, thinking about getting the Thrustmaster flight control with the pedals, have I used them? Yeah, so I used the Thrustmaster Captain's Pack for all of my flights. Love it. I think it's fantastic. So yeah, and do I think that Fenix will release the Neo version for the 320? I don't. They've not said that they are doing, and I've not heard anything to the contrary of that. So probably not. Certainly not at the moment, or in the near future. Right. Okay. So know what we're doing. Let's get on board. Right. Let's just grab the ATIS 13248. We have got ATC knocking about. Let's start get aboard, shall we? So yeah, let me just tell the ground crew what we want. So I'm just doing that in the background here. We're taking 6.2 tons of fuel, and hopefully GSX will sort that out for us. Let me just check. There we go. GSX. I like it when the GSX menu flashes up. I know it's working. Tell cabin crew they can start boarding. Hey guys, we're all ready and cleared up here, so if you guys want to start boarding, that would be great.
Okay, Captain, we will start boarding now. Cabin crew, prepare for boarding. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Aer Lingus, Flight 637, departing from Brussels to Dublin. We are now beginning the boarding process. Please have your boarding passes ready.
Right for departures, transition level 55, wind calm, cab OK, temperature 3, 2.0 QNH 1027, nosy confirm information Delta. On first contact. Brussels National Information Delta. 1720 expect procedural ILS approach runway 25 left and 25 right for arrival clear and dry runway 25 right for departures. Transition level 55, wind calm, cab OK.
Probably one of the shortest ATISs I've ever heard. Basically the weather's fine. There's no wind, there's no clouds. Beautiful. And we've got information Delta. Right, we are on the aircraft. Last crew should have left it all in a nice turnaround phase, so just check that. So pumps are off, we're on the ground, power, APU's not running, packs are off. GPWS systems fault. No, okay. Let's try a reset. All the lights on. Oh god, all my hardware lights on when I do that. It's so good. There we go, that's reset it. Wonderful, so that's fine, and then just come down here, check, we've got spoilers, flaps, parking brake, they're okay, squawking 2000, acupressure's in the green, doors are open, and we've got our QNH now as well, haven't we? So 1027. Let's check down here. We are monitoring the guard frequency. That's fine. Attach the pushback tug now. No, we don't need that yet. That's new. I've not seen that come up before. Switching panel is normal. Thrust levers, engine mass selection. That's all okay. Set 1027. I have no idea what the climate is here in Brussels. We'll just set 5,000 for now, but I'll get confirmation from from ATC. Behind this guys, so yeah, refueling works in the EFB. My off-screen EFB. I think I've got a slight problem actually with refueling is not happening at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on that. Don't know where the refuelers are. Is GSX actually loading stuff at the minute? Can we see them? Oh yeah, they are down there. Oh, the refuelers are here. Look, they're just taking their time as per usual. Okay, well, refueling should hopefully begin shortly. Right, let's go set up the box with the OFP then. Alright, so we'll just do the usual checks. So we've got our 3 nav greens, that's fine. Aircraft status, valid air recycle, and correct engines. Alright, any request? Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo. Hey Glenn, good to see you. Jason Place says the ground crew they're paid by the hour. Yeah, but they should be paid by how much fuel they pump. Oh, I don't like that noise. Echo India November 6 Kilo Romeo. Cost index of 5. Ground temperature is 3, and the tropo is... oh, that's pretty close. We'll leave that. Let's do our wind request. Get that downloaded. There we go, that's in. Iris NH, just check they're all aligned and in agreement. 50-54-1 and 429.5. Perfect. Okay, and what we're cruising at? 340, and that is minus 57. Right, what was the ding? Was that just the usual? Yeah, side stick, master caution. Alright, we can disregard that and cancel, clear ECAM. It's fine. Okay, wind data's been uplinked. Alright, so we are off 2-5 right this evening. That's going to be Dennock 3 Golf. And then the arrival is planned for the ILS 28 left. Basil 4 Lima.
This way, please.
And I think the veer is Obinu. Check that out in a bit. Operational flight plan has 497, 494. That's fine. Radnav page. Happy to leave that. And then let's go over to our init B. So the zero fuel weight today is 60.7. I've already jotted down information on the load sheet just to speed time up a little bit. Zero fuel weight CFG is 32.7. Fuel for the alternate is 1.2 tons.
Welcome on board.
And let's hit fuel planning. So 6.2 tons is planned. Edward, what does the side stick thing mean? It's a little sensitivity thing with my side stick and the Phoenix. They've never really liked each other, my hardware and the Phoenix, and for some reason that always keeps popping up, but it doesn't actually affect anything. Block fuel, let's just check. Right, takeoff weight then is going to be 667. That's above max landing weight, but it's an extra 70 minutes of whole time, flight time, and all that stuff. Jason Plays, I'm not using the Wing McDo. Nope, I am using the Wing Flex McDo. Mythical Sim Pilot, where do you see the zero fuel weight C of G? Right, okay, so if you go into the ATSU menu, then across to the AOC menu and received messages, here in the Phoenix aircraft, we get the load sheet, which tells us, there you go, the zero fuel weight CFG and the takeoff weight CFG. Okay, two important figures, particularly this bottom one, because we're now going to use that for our takeoff performance calculations. So it is dry here, we're departing 25 right, flaps 1, no need to force toga, anti-ice will be off, packs will be off, takeoff weight we've just worked out at 667, and the CFG for the takeoff, yeah, don't confuse these two, it's the bottom one we want here, 31, is 31.0. Single live weather, and we will run with figures from Bravo 5. Just means that everything above we can take. So we're going with Bravo 5.
This way, please.
That gives us performance figures today then of 126, 126. And 130. flaps 1 and a flex of 55. Okay, good. Clean 219. And thrust reduction acceleration values. Okay, for that we will get SimSmart up. Okay, just confirm that's 25. That's 25 left. I want 25 left. I want 25 right. Okay, 111111. That's fair enough. Easy enough. Engine out is the same. And let's go to our secondary flight plan, copy the active, and get the engine out procedure in here, which is 1700 feet. It's a right turn to the Bun VOR, so Bravo Uniform November. Where if we have lost an engine, we take up a holding pattern. The inbound course is 115 and we do right turns. Back then to Brussels, Echo Papa Bravo Romeo, and they're landing on, are they landing on 25 left? I think they said for landing, so we'll get 25 left in there. ILS X-ray 25 left. To be fair, on an engine out procedure, it really doesn't matter which one, because we'd be going no veers and we'd just get vectored straight in as an emergency landing. So that's all in. Let's just double check up here. Yep, so there we are. Straight out, right turn back to the Bun VOR, and then the ILS is in. Okay, lovely. Username says, I saw in a YouTube tutorial the pilot said not to enter the arrival, but just the star alone, as the runway might change based on the winds. Yeah, the problem with that, user, is that's certainly not airline SOPs that I follow, because your box then isn't completed. Your box doesn't have the full data for the track mileage that it's going to be flying. I can probably understand that for long haul, because runways do tend to change over 10-12 hours or whatever, but for short haul where you fly it's only a couple of hours, up to 5 hours maybe, and of course company SOPs will have different rules, but certainly company SOPs that we follow here on the channel, you enter everything in so that the box, the aircraft has got the full flight plan all there, and then it does a much more accurate fuel calculation. Right, so we've got ATC knocking around. We should probably check with them what's going on. 118055. Let's give them a shout and check that everything we've just popped in the box is correct. If it is, we'll then brief it all.
This way, please. Good evening.
Brussels ground, good evening. Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, A320 with information Delta, stand 234 right, requesting IFR clearance as filed to Dublin.
May I see your boarding pass?
Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, Brussels ground, good evening. Cleared to Dublin on the Danot 3 Golf departure off runway 25 right. Initial climb is flight level 60 and squawk is 7114.
Cleared by the Danot 3 Golf, runway 25 right departure, and initial climb, flight level 60, squawk 7114 for Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo.
Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, readback is correct. Start is approved, report ready for push.
May I see your boarding pass?
We'll go Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo. Great stuff. So everything that we've got in the box is what ATC have just given us, so that's great. Let's get the APU up and running, because this isn't going to take too long.
So tune in to mode Charlie now, but if possible, we'd just like to wait at the gate for a few more minutes. We've got a company spawning in.
Okay, so APU master, APU start. Brian, this is Aerosoft. Yes, this is Aerosoft's Brussels. I love it. I think it's awesome.
This way, please.
It's probably my favourite airport. it's alive, or it seems that way, and that's what you want. The immersion level is perfect. Okie dokies then. We'll get the charts up, and then we can brief.
Boarding pass, please.
Alright, so once that's loading, usual stuff. So, just touch on the weather. There's not really much here to talk about here in Brussels, so that's fine. We've got dry runway, it's clear, and very little wind. Aircraft is A320, fully serviceable apart from the weather radar. No node towns to worry about either. So, let's look what we're doing, where we're going. We are parked stand 234 Romeo, which is just here. So, we expect we'll push back facing east on Sierra and then taxi up. We'll either get the inner or the outer. We've got performance figures from Bravo 5. We will probably get Bravo 3, maybe Bravo 1, but obviously then we can take either of those. Quite a busy intersection here, so just want to make sure that we don't take a wrong turn. Maybe just be a little bit slow with that. It's not actually a long taxi, it's a little bit of a threat there. We'll get both engines started as we push back rather than faffing around with a single engine taxi. It's not really long enough for that. As it was also a short taxi, we'll do the flight control checks once we've pushed back before we begin that taxi. Have a look at the departure then, which is pretty straightforward. So yeah, this is it. So departure is oops, there we go. Departure is off the top runway, the northerly runway, as you can see there, straight out 700 feet. Then we begin that right hand turn towards Bravo Romeo 253, which I'm just looking in the box. That's confirmed. That's the first waypoint, and then we're on towards the Dennett waypoint. MSA nice and low 22 as we go. Dropping a little lower as well as we get to Dennett. So no real terrain around either. All is pretty flat around Brussels, which is fine. Tallest point's just there, down with the big arrow, but again, shouldn't be a problem. So departure is straightforward. Let's just talk about the engine out procedure. Engine out procedure is standard, so straight out once we've secured the engine, push the level off, accelerate away. We can, once we're above 1700 feet, it's a right hand turn to our holding point. We'll hold nice and safe 4,000 feet above MSA, and then decide what we're going to do. Chances are, of course, we'd obviously return, but we need to configure ourselves for that. So yeah, threats, anyone got any questions? Now's a good time to ask them. But in terms of big threats or anything like that, the only real threat we've got is the short taxi, and the fact that our initial climb is a flight level 60. It's above the transition altitude of 4,500, so we just need to make sure we pull standard pressure in the climb. Hey, Matty197, great to have you on. Great to have you on the chat as well. Thanks so much for being on the VATSIM tonight, because definitely much better when we've got ATC knocking about. So thank you for that. Right, APU is up and running. Get APU bleed on, and has refueling completed. Yeah, there we go. 6.2, and just check their balance as well. Perfect. So get our fuel pumps on, seatbelt signs on. Give it another minute. I'll get the packs on as well. Aviation delay on the Fenix whilst the wing flex too much caused the autopilot to turn off. I've never had that happen though, so I'm not quite sure why that might be happening to you. Philippe, we are on VATSIM. Yes, we are, definitely. Alright, so cockpit prep checklist. Aircraft acceptance has all been completed. Fuel quantity is 6.2 tons, and that is balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. It is. We've got 39 green in the barrel ref. QNH 1027 and 120 feet. And Fruitbat gets a new badge. It's 2 years, Fruitbat. You've been supporting the channel, mate. That is incredible. Thank you so much for your support over that time. That's really cool. Thank you, mate. And yes, enjoy your new badge. So now we're just waiting for the rest of the passengers to get on board once they're done. Just let cabin crew know that we're all ready. Basically, we're waiting for them now, which is unusual. Hey guys, just letting you know we're all ready. So once all the passengers are on board, you can close and arm the doors for us.
close and arm the doors once all passengers are on board.
Catchy Friendly says, watching an Aer Lingus flight in Flight Sim while sitting in an Aer Lingus aircraft. Are we going to the same place? Grey Wildcat, yeah, it's been a while, mate. Good to see you back on stream. So the airport that we're flying to tonight, obviously, is Dublin version 2 from OK Studios. You can get that. There's a link in the video description down to that if you're watching on YouTube. Also, you can get 10% off it as well using our special discount code there on screen. In fact, you can get 10% off your entire basket from the Contrail store. So use that wisely. It's a one-time use code only, so definitely note it down. Use it when you're making a purchase of a couple of things, then you'll get a bigger discount. And if you used it last year in 2024, it has been reset for this year, so you can use it again. Again, link in the video description with a bit more information if you want to check that out. Also, if you're not yet a subscriber, then please do consider hitting the subscribe button, as we're slowly working up towards 50,000 subs, which is fantastic. So thank you to everybody for your support with that.
Welcome on board.
Oh, God, these passengers aren't in a rush, are they? Right, come on, guys, hurry up. That's not a green uniform. How does the secondary flight plan work? So on departure, we'd set the secondary flight plan to have the engine out procedure in. So our secondary flight plan at the moment just has us basically going to the BUN VOR, which means that I can let the autopilot take us to the holding point rather than have to manually fly it if we've lost an engine. Clever Trevor, you've already used yours because you've bought Birmingham. Excellent. Lula says time for a passive-aggressive PA. Yeah. So it'll kind of if you get yourself sat down quickly, we'll be able to leave on time. That kind of thing. Brian says you had issues with Dublin V2 until the second sim update 1 beta. Well, I haven't got any of the sim update updates, so could be interesting. Right, I've got 176 passengers planned, I've got 173 passengers boarded. Just waiting for the stragglers. They'll be the ones in the duty free. Set our cockpit mood lighting. And aircraft is fully loaded. Fantastic. Okay, so we're pretty much ready for pushing. The final load sheet's just come through, so I'm just going to check that out. Okay, takeoff weight 667, that's fine, and 32.9, 31.1, they're all within limits, no need to redo the takeoff performance. Excellent, right, so ground ready to go.
QNH 1027.
Hi Romeo, Alpha 7 to holding point at Bravo 1, runway 025, QNH 1027, Aer Berlin 217.
Ground, hello again, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, stand 234 right, and we are ready for push and start.
Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, squawk mode Charlie, please.
Let's get that turned on. Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo should be mode Charlie for you now.
Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, thanks. Pushback approved facing east.
Pushback approved facing east, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
It's not really icing conditions tonight. Richard, what do you use to talk to the cabin crew?
Hello,
It
Captain.
is
We are ready for pushback.
say intentions. There's a link on the YouTube channel which can take you to that if anyone's interested. Right, the before start checklist. So parking brake is on takeoff data. Let's just confirm. We have got V1126, V2130. Windows are closed, pets are on flight mode, doors are closed now.
Check completed.
Beacon light is on.
Been inserted.
Let's get the lights off. Let our eyes start to adjust to the dark. Put the packs on.
Locking gear.
See, this is one of the things I love about this airport, just vehicles popping out from all over the place and travelling around. That's what I mean by it, just helps to make it feel alive. Adrian DE, good evening, sir. Hope you've had a good day. Happy Monday. Right, tail is to the right.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Yes, we are going to
This is
disregard that.
ground France 036, requested taxi Haifa to Paris Charles de Gaulle International Airport. Thank you.
Okay, engine mode selector to ignition. And starting engine 1.
France 036, you fouled flight level 250. The maximum you can take to Paris is 190. Are you able to accept flight level 190 as your final?
Can you repeat slower, please?
France 036, you have fouled flight level 250 as your final flight level, but you can fly a maximum of 190 to Paris. Are you able to accept flight level 190?
Yes, I accept the flight level 190, France 036.
France 036, thanks. Information Foxtrot is current. Cleared to Paris, Charles de Gaulle on the Chevre 3 Golf departure, off runway 25 right. Initial climb is flight level 60. New final flight level is 190, squawk 7107.
Initial cleared, excuse me.
All of the traffic as well at the back there.
25 right,
that you can see.
climbing on flight level 60 and squawk 7170.
Perfect.
France 036.
Good engine start on 1,
To
starting engine 2.
confirm, Charlie India Victor 3 Golf departure.
Can you repeat slower, please?
The Charlie India Victor 3 Golf departure.
Set parking brakes.
Parking
Charlie
brake set.
India Victor 3 Golf departure. Air France 036.
Air France 036, reback correct. Start is approved. Report ready for pushback.
Andrew, good evening to you, sir.
This was ground Avans Beeline 4 Alpha Hotel stand 204, request clearance to London.
Beeline 4 Alpha Hotel, standby. Break, beat. Berlin 21 Delta, there's no further ATC. Monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8.
Oh, Unicom, Berlin 21 Delta,
Philippe, why don't I have a pilot rating on VATSIM? Oh, because I'm not very good.
And Beeline 4 Alpha Hotel, cleared London Heathrow, Helen 3 Golf departure, off runway 25 right.
Good engine start on 2.
Initial climb is flight level 60 and squawk 7116.
Left is clear, right is clear.
There's Heathrow, Helen 3 Golf departure, runway 25 right, should climb flight level 60, squawk 7116 Beeline.
Okay, clear both sides.
Beeline 4 Alpha Hotel, reback correct.
Tug is
Start
away.
approved, report ready for pushback.
Start approved, then we are ready, Beeline 4 Alpha.
Beeline 4 Alpha Hotel, squad Charlie, please.
Yep, Mo Charlie now, Beeline 4 Alpha.
And I forgot to write down what the
Thanks,
takeoff
Pushback,
CFG was.
Push approved, facing east, Beeline 4 Alpha.
It was 31-1.
Brussels ground ready for pushback and start Air France 036.
Air France 036, squawk 7107.
Okay, flight control check. Full left.
Squawk 7107 Air France
Full right.
036.
Full up.
Air France 036, thanks.
Full down.
Pushback approved, facing east.
Neutral and the rudder check. Full right. Full left. And neutral. Eric, they fixed the light bloom quite a while ago now, so it's not quite as bad as it was. Okay, after engine shot, anti-ice is off, ECAM status is checked. Pitch trims 31-1,
Super 397, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved, face east, Super 397.
Ground Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo's ready for taxi.
Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, taxi holding point Bravo 1, runway 25 right via 0, and outers QNH 1027.
Taxi via Sierra and the outer to holding point Bravo 1, runway 25 right, QNH 1027, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo. So, Sierra all the way to the end, so second left, well, get to the end and then turn left, and then that takes us all the way up to Bravo, up to the Bravo 1, I think, up to the outer, yeah, so then we just need to hug the right hand side here. Okay, let's go. Taxi light on, max auto brake. Predictive wind shear, weather radar, and TL config. Cancel the mass caution, disregard clear recam. Here we go. Parking brakes released. Okay, so we've got no change to our final performance figures. Flex departure, noise abatement 2. Engine out procedure is standard, straight out, and then once above 1700 feet, a right turn to our holding point where we'll hold 4,000 feet. Approach is set back in for the arrival at Brussels, ILS on 25 left. The departure is straight out, then above 700 feet, a right turn to the first waypoint, no speed restrictions, and initial climb is flight level, no, that's a flight level, 60. Okay, taxi checklist, flight controls have been checked, flap setting is config 1, FMAs we've got 126, 130, climb up blue 1FT, 26,000. Radar and predictive wind shear are on, engine mode selector is normal, ECAM memo, takeoff no blue, and EFB is stowed. So we've got all the way to the end. Definitely one of my favourite airport sceneries, this place. So just approaching that little area above where we noted it could be a little bit messy.
Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, there's no further ATC, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye bye.
122.8, and thank you so much for the service, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, good night.
Good night.
9405 to request taxi.
So looks like we've got one aircraft ahead of us looking to depart. Saturn Air Berlin, I think, isn't it? Yeah. I'm hard calm. Thank you for the follow. Brussels traffic, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo behind the departing Air Berlin, runway 25 right, lining up for departure, then at 3 Golf, lining up behind. Okay, so approach path is clear. Let's get the lights on. TCAS and PAX. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff. Evening, Jay.
Yes, Captain. All preparations are complete for takeoff. Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
The takeoff trim, I think Impala is the it's the takeoff. It's the takeoff weight CFG, not the zero fuel weight CFG. Zero fuel weight doesn't take into account your fuel. Zero fuel weight is literally what it sounds like. It's the weight of the aircraft minus your fuel, and you're not going to get very far without the fuel. So did you see that aircraft ahead of us now? There he is. Definitely difficult to see. Something that needs improving is the night lighting of airborne aircraft in the strobes and that in the sim, in Flight Sim 24. Struggling to see him. I'm just going to give him another minute. Just that. And the lineup checklist then, so the cabin is secured for takeoff. Takeoff runway is runway 25 right, confirmed for your Bravo 1. TCAS, we've got TARA and PAX 1 and 2 are off. Thomas, I've not used stopwatch, but I have seen and heard of it. I do want to try it out. There was only Australian and New Zealand scenery available at the time when I first checked it, but that might have been improved upon now. So he's 5 miles out, and we're good to go. Brussels traffic, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, departing 25 right, down at 3 Golf. Okay, take off. Start the chrono. Engine stable, set takeoff thrust. Manflex SRS, runway.
So traffic beeline 4 Alpha Hotel, lining up runway 25 right via Bravo. Brussels traffic, speed badge 397, we're line up behind the departing Brussels Airlines by Bravo 1, Brussels.
V1, V, and rotate. Climb, gears up. Nav. $700 feet. Start the right hand turn. First climb, auto thrust, autopilot engaged. Pack 1. Pack 2.
Traffic beeline 4 Alpha Hotel, taking off runway 25 right traffic.
Just passing yes speed.
Brussels traffic, bed 297 lining up 25 right to Brussels.
Flap 0, spoilers disarmed. Standard pressure, flight level 60 blue. And we've got no ATC around, so we'll just commence our own climb now. And flight level 200, so there we've got 200 blue. Continue to climb out. We'll just ding the seatbelt signs, let the cabin crew know they're now free to start moving around. Philip says you need to alter the TLOD and OLED to see the aircraft far away. I'll have to experiment with that. The only downside to that, of course, then is the
Shamrock 6 Kilo
performance.
Romeo, CTAF contact Brussels control on 125.0.
Just get rid of say intentions ATC. I think we've got ATC coming up a little bit later on, so don't want them on for now. Okay, so check spoilers, flaps, gears up, and get the lights off.
Also traffic, Super 397 departing 25 right, Helen 3 Golf, Brussels. Brussels traffic, P-line 4 Alpha Hotel, climbing 2000 to 300 for flight level 240, Helen 3 Golf.
Alright, Philip, yeah, look out for that. Why are my landing lights still out? No. Okay, so we just need to keep an eye. We are on a Yukon, obviously. We've got no ATC controlling us. Just got some crossing traffic here. And we are in the climb at 3.3, so don't want to have a TCAS moment. So 7,000 feet above us at the minute. Seems to be remaining about 7,000 feet. Oh no, actually now he's just starting to drop, so he must be flying level.
Line up and wait, Air France 6, runway 25 right.
It's crossing from right to left in front of us anyway. I think it is going to be... I mean, I can't actually see him either. It's a bit of a pain. We're just going to level off for a little minute to let us accelerate away. He's not going to be a problem now, so we can sort of stop worrying about him.
We are now above the safe
Brussels
altitude.
traffic, Air France 36, prepare for takeoff, runway 25 right.
Please ensure they are set to flight mode.
Okay, passing 10,000 feet.
Onboard Wi-Fi
Airport's
service is
on
now available
our
for your
EFIS.
Thank you for your
Radnav
attention.
page, nothing to clear out. Check out the progress page. Flight level 340 is planned. That's going to be fine for us, so we'll set that now. 340 blue. And the cost index of 0. Secondary flight plan, copy the active. Continue the climb. Everything looks nice and safe as well, calm skies, so I'll get the seatbelt signs off. Jordan, celebrating 22 months of membership. That is amazing, mate. Thank you so much. Nearly 2 years, Jordan. And Christian says he's climbing like a brick. You're not in the Antonov, are you?
Brussels traffic, 397, climbing flight level 240, Helen 3 Golf, Brussels.
Really do like the Aer Lingus livery. I think it's a gorgeous looking plane.
Brussels traffic, Air France 36, flight level 3, 4,000 feet, going to 19.
Oh, Christian, I didn't realise you were flying with us, mate. I didn't recognise your voice. Oh, good stuff. Is it a moonless night tonight? It looks very dark up here. Or has the moon not risen yet, maybe? But yeah, I really do like that livery. I think it looks very, very smart. Clever, it's a crescent at the moment. It's not going to cast that much light then, I guess, is it? So, have we got much ATC knocking about in the UK at the minute? Let me have a look. Not sure we have actually, not in the UK. Bit of a shame. Do you remember back when London Control was always online? Hey Matt, good to see you. Celebrating 13 months indeed. Wow, thank you so much. Might have some Brussels ATC. Not sure. Have to wait and see. And Clever Trevor is celebrating 14 months. Another 13 month. Both over a year, guys. So incredible support. Thank you. It's a bit murky down there now, doesn't it? But we've got hopefully calm skies ahead now as we head towards Dublin. And I will need to have a good look at Dublin because, as I say, I'm not familiar with it. We're on the Bagzo for Lima arrival today. So just keep monitoring stuff. Bring the chart up. See, in order to facilitate my FPS and also try and mitigate some of the crashes that we have with Flight Sim 24s, I did drop some of my LODs a little bit, and you can tell, you know, you're moving left and right and you're panning around and you can see the lights on the ground sort of spawn in. Clever says it's a beautiful airport, easily on par with Brussels. Really? So I've never seen this airport. I've never seen the Brussels airport that we're flying to, so it will be exciting for me to see it. Right, we'll just have a look at the arrival then. So what are we coming on? For Lima. That's here. So that was a point merge system. Okay. So Bagzo arrived there below flight level 100. And then Kogax, flight level 80. I see. And then I think I put Obinu in as our final veer. I'll double check that in a minute. I think that's what we're coming in with. Yep, there it is. Hey Jay, I'll drop you a message. Jordan, is 24 still poor in terms of CTDs? Right. If you watched my initial flights with Flight Sim 24, you'll have seen it was an absolute nightmare. CTDs all over the place, and it just spoilt it. I was becoming very disheartened. I then became a little bit more realistic with my LODs, and one of the things that I did turn on is, I can't go into the settings now and do it, I don't think. There was a tick box, wasn't there, for, is it something like variable LODs or variable something? Someone in the chat's going to help me out here. Like, it's a bit like Auto FPS was, which is now built into Flight Sim 24. And I turned that on. touch wood, so far it seems to be behaving, so I think that is quite a big thing to have on. Someone in the chat's going to have to let me know what that is. Dynamic settings, yeah, that dynamic setting, Phil, that's, if that's what it's called. Yeah, I hadn't had that turned on, but I have got it turned on now. And I do honestly believe that that is helping. Which is fine, you know, if the PC's struggling with something, particularly as I'm streaming at the same time, there are going to be times when it can't do both, so it needs to sacrifice a little bit of the scenery and the visuals so that the thing can continue running, and then once it gets away from that and everything's fine, it can bump up the scenery levels a little bit. And I don't mind that. I'm happy for it to do that. And since I've turned that on, touch wood, things are behaving a little bit. Christian says the sim dynamic setting he thinks is a bit too aggressive. Use auto FPS instead. See, I've never used the auto FPS, Christian. But it might be too aggressive because, as well, the frame rates that we're getting now is beautiful. And Vinci auto FPS is now also compatible with Flight Sim 24, isn't it? Flydog and Dimitri, thank you guys for the subs, helping us on our way to 50k. There were more than slight issues, Jordan, with the Lapland stream. It was making me pull my hair out, and eventually we went back and did it in Flight Sim 2020, didn't we? Vince, am I eagerly awaiting the A350? I am indeed. Very much so. Hopefully it won't be long. We're going to have to do a proper flight when that comes out, aren't we? You know, we can't do a little short hop. We need to do a proper A350 flight. Funnily enough, someone check this out for me. Go on Flight Radar 24. Check this out for me. I might be talking rubbish. I don't think I am. I think Finnair fly an A350 from Helsinki to Paris. Which isn't that far, is it? But I'm pretty certain that's a real-world A350 route. Brian, has the title bar frozen? Of course it has. I'd love to know at what point during our stream it actually freezes. Because it always seems to work and then just stop. Nico, what is my favourite EasyJet route? That's a good question. I don't know if I have a favourite EasyJet route. Hopefully the title bar's fixed now for you, Brian. Right, 4,000 feet to go. And Lee Rose, you're on standby at home. Oh, come on. Until what time, Lee? This time of night? Surely you're going to survive it. Well, mind you, don't you fly for an airline that flies at daft times through the night? You might not do. Lewis says the Helsinki to Paris right now is an E150. I'm almost certain I've seen an A350 flight between Helsinki and Charles de Gaulle, Finnair. Matt says there's an A350 flying Spain to Madrid. From Spain to Madrid. Matt, think about that. Ian Clegg says, can I just say, finally I'm running 24 fairly consistently now with very rare CTDs. Disappointed with the PMDG 777 delay until June. It is a long time, particularly when they had access to the kit prior to the release. Guys, if you're watching over on Twitch as well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Just sat there chilling in the background as we continue our climb. Oh, Mads, is it London Heathrow to Madrid, as Mike's just suggested? Or Spain to Amsterdam. Oh, there's more short-haul A350 routes than I thought then. Don't know what we'll do for our first A350 flight. Kabir says there are multiple A350s flying between different cities in India. I could understand that. It's obviously quite a large country, I suppose, isn't it? They're not going to be... And also, it's a wide-body aircraft, so they get lots of people on. Mads, we're just going to forget what you just said. We're all going to tell Dan, I'm sorry. Someone just needs to clip what I said a bit ago and send it to him. Right, 1,000 feet to go. A little bit of turbulence, just rocking from side to side a little bit. I just noticed that on the out the window. Vince says he's flying Naples next week as a passenger in real life. A320 to Naples, A321 back from London. Nice. Sharktails Gaming says, why the hell am I not for you? I don't know, but you've just corrected that mistake, so thank you so much, Sharktail. Right, that's Mac Star. See, there's no London ATC online, but even the Atlantic NatTrack controls are online, which is crazy. Macau Cruise. Okay, we'll set TCAS to below. Cost index back up to 5. And we'll just cycle through our SD pages.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached cruising altitude on Aer Lingus flight 637, departing from Brussels to Dublin. We will begin our snack and drink service shortly, and I highly recommend trying our delicious chicken salad or the savoury cheese platter available today. After the service, we will also have articles from the Aer Lingus shop available for purchase. Thank you for your attention.
Well, I quite fancy a chicken salad now she's mentioned it. Hey guys, have you got any of those chicken salads going spare up here for the flight deck? See, I'm in an Airbus. I have a tray table.
Yes, Captain, we have some chicken salads available. I'll make sure to bring one up for you shortly.
God bless you. See, don't get that in a Boeing. Sharktail, yeah, say intentions for the cabin crew, of course. Right, so let's do our top of cruise checks. We've done the SD pages, gone through the box, sorted all that out. Let's just grab a couple of moderate weathers and we can see what's happening. So, just have a weather request for Echo Golf Kilo Kilo. In fact, no, we're at Lingus, aren't we? We can go to Heathrow. We'll have a look at Manchester as well. And if we've got 80s available, we'll see if we can get some 80s and see what's going on in Dublin. Matt says, make it all the Boeing boys furious. Yeah, guess what? Look. Just double check. And, oh look, they're all still in place. Fantastic. Alright, let me have a look at the weather then. So, Heathrow, yeah, that's wide open, no clouds and light winds. Manchester is the same. Overcast though, 3,000 feet overcast, that's fine. 80s, what have we got here? So ILS, runway 28 left, for landing, parallel runway ups. Landing traffic plan to vacate at Sierra 5. Okie dokies. Transition level 6.5. And then current winds. Ooh, fun. So we've got winds currently 20017, gusting 28. Good fun. Visibility is fine. Few clouds at 1500 feet. Baroque 19 and 60. Temperature is 11 degrees. QNH 1012. Taxiway Alpha is closed. Taxiway Echo 2 is closed. Advising for naval, takeoff runway 28 right, and that's information Bravo. Lovely. So I just want to familiarise myself a little bit with the ground, because, as I say, I don't do Dublin. Dublin is not a place we fly to. So, let me just grab the ground chart up. And see what we can expect. So, plan to vacate Sierra 5. That should be easy enough. And then we're backtracking on Sierra, and then I have no idea where we'll park. So a little bit of a hot spot there to be aware of. Don't think we'll get sent back down here. They're not using this runway either, so I would imagine we'll just get sent over here. Then one of the links into the gates. So yeah, we'll obviously get told where to go after vacating. Nice long taxi back down Sierra as well. Gives us a chance to work out where it is we're actually going to be taxiing to, once we've got ATC ground telling us where we're going. So that's all right. Let's happy with that. Let's do a fuel check. Hey, Lemon. Right, we're about to pass Gilda. So we took 6.2 tons, so 200 kilograms extra, plus our contingency, that's 2 plus 2, that's 400 kilograms extra. We're at Gilda, which is there, top of the screen. 3.8 plus 0.4 is 4.2, and we've got 4.3 tons. Hamish, am I using DLSS? No, I'm not, mate, no. Sharktail, your Love's intentions been flying. The Helimeds. Yeah, I like their. I like that the mission system that they've got. We're going to get a nice view of. We're going to get a decent view of London tonight. Might do. There it is. Passenger view of London. Cool. I've also just had a message from Ob saying we were 16 minutes late. Why? Not my fault. We'll blame someone else. Will be so interesting to see if they get A320 Neos in at London City like they want. That's going to be great fun. So we've got London City down there. Beacon Hill or Farnborough, I can't remember which one that is. We've got London Heathrow over here. Nighttime limit is spectacular indeed in Flight Sim 24. It's amazing. Millennium Dome, just see that lit up. Ooh, I had to wait for the chicken salads to be loaded. Commander Freezer, this is Flight Sim 24, that is correct. There we are, just turning northbound now. Mads says there's a very good freeway scenery of London City. Yeah, I have seen that. Commander Freezer says that the city lights look amazing. Oh, night time in Flight Sim 2024 compared to 2020 is night and day. Pardon the expression, but it is. They are absolutely stunning. Night time is amazing. I don't mind flying night flights in 2024 because it's beautiful. Sharktail, I'm flying past your house. Oh, step outside and give us a wave. So there we can see London Heathrow in the distance. No doubt very busy tonight, as per usual. Right, let's do a landing check then. So we are going to be landing at 60, 61, 62, 63. Landing weight is probably going to be about 64 tons. So it's good weather, 28 left. We've got the flaps 3. And let's just check all that out. There it is, all entered into the calculator. 15 knot crosswind, gusting to 8. This could be a really fun landing, so make sure you stick with us for this. And yeah, flaps 3, I think is going to be fine. Dave Hudson says, just been into my Orbex and downloaded the update. It's one of my favourite handcrafted airports. Dave, I have never seen it. This is a first for me, so looking forward to seeing that. I think Simvala says, without falling into the 2020, 2024 debate, would you say that 24 is worth it for the hardcore airline flight simulator? Yeah. I mean, what do you get in 2020 that you don't get in 2024 at the minute? The graphics are obviously superior. I feel like it's a lot more realistic. So I've tried flying the aircraft flying real life in the 24 and 2020. 2024 is much more realistic. Even on the A320, like when we're coming into land today with big crosswind and you're getting the gusts, they are far more realistic than they are in 2020. Hamish says, wow, I just looked up this London City news. That would be a big change for the update. Yeah, yeah, it would indeed. Retro, I don't think ATC would even notice if you used a voice changer. And Lemon, you're finally enrolling into VATSIM after using Beyond ATC. That is excellent. You will never go back, Lemon. It's amazing speaking to real people. Josh, how do you add your own filter GSX? You added 200 kilogram more than planned, but you can't figure out how to do that. You do it in the Fenix AFB. I don't think I can show you whilst we're in the air. But on the Fenix page, at the bottom there where it says ground services, the ground services tab, that is where you set what fuel you want. Yeah, moving over after Sim Update 1, I think is a sound idea. Matt, how much RAM do I have? 32. Yeah, 32. Oh, I mean, you've got us as your FO. Good stuff. Hey, Dr. Magic, good to speak to you again. Says all 2070 PC struggles with 24. I need a free weekend to attempt to get it working. I honestly think lowering the graphics settings is your biggest thing. But what you've got to remember is when you lower your graphics settings of 2024, you're still getting better graphics than 2020. Do you see what I mean? So if you kept all the graphics the same in 2024, all the graphics settings the same in 2024 as you had in 2020, it would look far better. Whereas you can downscale your graphics settings, what you're pushing it to in 2024, getting the same as you did in 2020. But even then it still looks, particularly the lighting and everything, it's far, far better. Lulu, is required aileron input in the cross-smooth landing better in 24 than 2020? From the limited testing I've done, yes. So obviously, I don't know how you handle it in a 777. But the A320, obviously, you just put in that little bit of rudder as you get past sort of 40, 30 feet. Then just that little bit of aileron just to keep you on track with the centre line. So it's usually the opposite aileron to your rudder. But then when I've been testing it, it's what the Cessnas as well. A similar thing. Obviously, you use rudder more the way, less all the way down. Cessna. But yeah, you still need that aileron input, but not too much of it, just enough to track that centre line. Josh, would that be the same as the intervals 2 or specific for the Phoenix? Okay. I can't recall how you load the fuel in the intervals. I'm sure you can select your own fuel in the intervals as well on the EFB. Christian says he just noticed I'm flying a different route. Yeah, we're going quite north. We've got a northerly routing. So, hey guys, just letting you know that we're estimated to land in Dublin at about 8:15 local time. They can then update the passengers for us.
Thank you for the update, Captain. I'll inform the passengers shortly.
Oh, Christian, that's going to upset several sheep and farmers. Lulu says that's good to hear. Caught me out of fuel tiles. Might have had the old pod straight. Oh, it buffs right out. Right, Shannon Control is online, so that's good. That's covering Dublin. And I've got some more controllers. We might have got more control in Dublin a little bit later on. Just need to get a bit closer to them. One of my favourite airports is right on our nose nearly, and that is East Midlands Airport, which is gorgeous from Pyrgi. Although I'm not sure if I've got it installed actually. Down here somewhere. I have to look for the M1 motorway. Clever, do everything Macrosim will update Manchester or Birmingham? They were working on a Manchester version 2. I think it's stalled a little bit at the moment. But I did see some screenshots of it and it looked good. Christian, I can't read that comment out, mate. But, I mean physically. Paul says East Midlands just up the road from me. Nice, nice. Ooh, do you know, ever since the cabin crew started talking about chicken salad, I'm actually quite hungry now. Lula says you were at East Midlands the other day. It was really detailed. Oh, it's almost on par with Brussels. It's incredible. The only thing that I think gives Brussels the edge is obviously it's a bigger airport, but it's those vehicles just driving around everywhere, and because that's what you see, isn't it? You go to an airport and things are not static. Things are moving all the time. Christian, can I? Yeah, but don't I have to ask her? I don't ask her say the names in order for her to pronounce it. Hey guys, do you know the name of that really long train station name in Wales? Can you pronounce it? Christian, this is not going to work.
I'm not sure about the exact name, Captain, but it's often referred to as the longest place name in Europe. It's quite a mouthful.
It's quite a mouthful, she's not wrong. Bougie 1977 says I must be one of those weird Welsh people then. I'd say talented Welsh people. There must have been a war at some point in the past where all the Englishmen went to Wales and just stole all the vowels from their alphabet. Lulu says been flying boxes around in the 777 cargo makes a nice change. Oh yes, they don't complain. Oh, I think I've just seen East Midlands actually. Oh, there it is. That's East Midlands down there. Literally flying over the top of it. Hamish, I'm not going to pronounce that. I'm surprised the bot didn't do you for spamming the chat with that. Alex says the night lights are terrible. What? I don't think there's anybody else in the chat that thinks the night lighting Flight Sim 24 is terrible. Quite the opposite. Stick my head out of the window, see if I could see East Midlands a little bit more, but I don't think I can. Hamish says the ending is the easiest bit if you say the rest super fast. Yeah, I can probably just remember the go go goff bit, and that's about it. Alec, it's the farmers. They've just put a bit of lights up for their animals. They don't want them to be scared of the dark. Christian says, "See you in the pub," or Irish customs. I will probably be the one on the taxiway going, "Which way do I go? I don't know this airport." I don't think we can see Doncaster out the other side. It's probably a bit too far away. It's up there somewhere.
Traffic jump Takeoff 471. Steppers on the ILS approach runway. Steppers on the ILS approach runway 27. We are 5 minutes out.
Hey, Wasp! I am early indeed. No, I've not got the beta update, so I am not on that particular DLSS version 4. Okay, we're going to be on ADSense soon, so let's just go through a bit of a briefing. Starting with making sure the box is all set up. So we're coming in on the BAS 4 Lima. So we'll just check this. Basil, And then ADSIS, Curvav, Cogax, Kudom 814, 815, 816.
Traffic radar.
Finishing at Bean. Yep, that's all good. Now let's have a look at the information for the landing plates. So 3,000 feet is the platform altitude. Get a fixed ring around that. Nine miles, 3,000 feet, that works for us. Don't need to put anything in the RadNav page. That's fine. Landing to a left, so we'll get that replaced bearing distance. There we go. It's 162 miles away. And let's get the weather information in. QNH is 1012. Temperature 11. The winds are 20017. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. Oh, they have it as a flight level, don't they? Fine. And minimums to Cat 1 approach 410. And I've already said and checked, we're going to be doing a config 3 landing. Okay, box is set up. Top of descent in about 60 miles then. Hey guys, just letting you know we'll be starting our descent in around 5 or 10 minutes time.
Okay, Captain, I'll prepare the cabin for descent.
We've got Manchester Airport as well right on our nose now. Don't think we'll be able to see that. Looks a bit too cloudy down there. Looks very cloudy down there actually. Alright then guys, so let's brief. Weather, we've got a fairly decent crosswind then as we're coming in from the left, with winds gusting up to 28 knots, so that's going to be fun. It's not raining or anything though, visibility is fine, so it's just a crosswind that we're going to have to deal with for the landing. Aircraft is still fully serviceable, we've not broken anything en route, no items to worry about either. In fact, the only thing that we got on the 80s was that Alpha and Echo 2 is closed, so let me just find where that is. That way we know we're not going to be on it. So what we're going to take, we're probably going to be taking Sierra, then Whiskey or X-Ray, onto Foxtrot, and then onto Linux. So no, none of those actually affect us though. So that's alright. So no need to worry about that. The box is all set up for the arrival, looking to land with just under 3 tons of fuel. That's enough for a go around and another go if the winds catches out. CNR, remember, was 2.3 tons, so that's our committed fuel level. We just also just copying the active flight plan, put it into the copying the active flight plan into the secondary, just pop that in as well. Alright, so let's talk about what we can expect from this approach. This is a new airport for me, so we'll just brief it maybe a little more thoroughly than the norm. So as we come in, we are under ATC. We're expecting BAXO below flight level 100. It is a point merge system though, so I'm going to anticipate we might be able to get in sooner than having to go all the way around here. And we'll just be brought in vectors for the ILS, which is great, but just need to maybe get ourselves down at least on the profile, if not below it, just so that we can take the early approach if we get that given to us. There's speed restriction as well once we're on that of 220 knots. Green dot, clean speed for us. is currently 228. So if that is the case, it'll be flaps 1 for that, which is interesting, but fair enough. The approach then, that's fairly straightforward. MSA on that approach is 24. Yes, it was AOC, so that's fine. And yeah, ATC anticipate arrivals for 28 left. Let's just have a look at the approach itself. Okay, so if we do end up going all the way in, we've got, I think we're going to be coming in via Obinu. If not, as I said, we'll get vectored in. If that is the case, that's fine. 3,000 feet is the platform altitude. It's a 3-degree glide. PAP is a 3-degree, graph is PAP is both sides. We've got quite a decent displaced, is there a displaced threshold? Oh no, there's no displaced threshold there, so that's fine. Minimums are 410, it's going to be a Cat 1 approach. And the airport MSA is 4,000 feet. There is the Dublin VOR, which is just north of the airport. I will actually pop that in. It's 132 miles away. I've just seen that. I've just pop it into the RadNav page in case we need it. RNAV 1 is required for the initial missed approach. That's fine. Let's talk about the missed approach then. So the missed approach is straight out to waypoint Gannett, max 3,000 feet. Then it's a right-hand turn to the DW034, again max 3,000 feet, and then to the Dublin VOR. 3,000 feet. Missed approach maximum is 200 knots. So missed approach is going to be at 200 knots. So that's going to be flaps 1 and 3,000 feet. Once we've landed, vacate to the right, and then follow ATC. Long taxi back in, potential for a single engine taxi. I don't know if Aer Lingus actually do that or not. If we were in the orange airline, they would. But yeah, just take the taxi a little bit slow when we start to cross the runways, because I don't know the airport and we don't want to get lost. So I think that covers pretty much everything. Biggest threat of this is unfamiliarity, just because we don't know. So yeah, there we go. Ben says the fucking cloud combo look great. They do indeed. They do indeed. Again, the weather in Flight Sim 24 is, I think, far superior, particularly in looking. And as I said, I think we did have ATC online. Oh, have we got approach online? No, we've got Shannon approach online. Oh, no, yes, we do. We do have Dublin approach online. That's fine. That's good. Let's just get the latest information as well, see if there's been any weather changes. I'll come through in a moment. There it is. Landing runway 28 left, yep, so that's fine. Vacate Sierra 5. I forgot to mention that in the brief, but yeah, Sierra 5, we've seen where that is, so that's fine. Oops, wrong button. Wind is now 200 at 15, so it's dropped slightly, and the gusts have stopped as well, so that's nice. It's still a crosswind. QNH still the same 1012, temperature still the same as well, 11 degrees. Okay, so we just need to slightly update. This wind is 20015. And of course, we want to mention we're doing flaps 3 landing. Steve Bassett, good evening to you. Yeah, everything going smooth at the moment. Probably a little bit of another little threat is the fact that there's a big difference between the oh no, there isn't, ignore that, I'm talking absolute rubbish. I was going to say a big difference between standard and local pressure. No, there's not. There was on departure out of Brussels, but not on landing. Okay, I think we're pretty much then at the top of descent, which I've got an aircraft coming straight towards us 200 feet above, so sounds like a good time to get down. Thrust idle over descent and 250 below.
Traffic.
Yeah, we're going down now. Autopilot off. There we go. Autopilot back on. Thrust idle over descent 250 below. And there he is. That's the most exciting thing to happen this flight. Lemon says flaps 3 landing on long runways. Is it needed to really calculate it? Because if you can't land with an A320 in Heathrow config 3, there would be no place, I guess. Probably not, Lemon, but it's just good practice. You know, keep it in as part of your sort of routine and preparation for landing. Because one day, if you don't, you'll forget and you might come a cropper. So, yeah. Again, you know you're probably going to be all right. Like today, we're going to be fine, but it's always worth checking. Of course, what you get in the real world from the from software like FlySmart is you get a regulated or a maximum landing weight as well, which is very important. Now, we don't get that in the Phoenix. Okay, just pull to selected speed. Speed's 270. Oh, I've just had an email from the National Lottery. I got very excited. But they were just checking my contact details were up to date. Damn. Oh, Lemon, no worries. Always happy to answer, particularly if I know the answer. And if I don't, I'll go and find out and let you know next time. Catchyfire says, woohoo, touchdown in Heathrow. Hope it was a good landing. Hey, Chris Hobbs in the chat. Hey, Chris, good to see you. That's a lovely headwind now that's not in our favour. Right, speed managed to send 170. I think I just start to see the lights of Ireland up ahead. James, Simbrief flight plan question. What are the flight levels in the OFP route section used for, and which one do I enter the FMC? I'm not actually sure which section you're on about. Normally, James, I just leave Simbrief to determine the flight levels. Let it do it automatically, and it's usually pretty good and accurate. As for entering them into the FMC, normally you don't have to enter the flight levels into the FMC in terms of step climbs or things like that. ATC will clear you as and when. Of course, if you're too heavy, then you will need to step climb. But then in the Airbus, what you would do is you just keep an eye on what you can and can't do in the progress page, not the progress page, in the performance page, which I can't get to now because we're in the descent. So it's normally there. Sorry, in the progress page, the cruise optimum, and basically you can get to anything. This is what you want to get. This is what you eventually want to get to. That's what your optimum is, and that's what your maximum is. But James, you're talking about the ones within the route. I tend not to enter those into the FMC at all. I basically climb to the highest as soon as my aircraft allows me to. If ATC are online and they've got other ideas, of course you have to stick with that, but other than that, then not. Lula says the jet stream around Japan has been crazy this last week, up to 200 knots. That is fast. Didn't an aircraft recently break the record over the Atlantic with the crazy jet stream we had the other day? I don't know if it was a British Airways one or something like that. Clever, I think that's an old METAR, unless that's just been updated. What time was that? 1930. Oh, that was 12 minutes ago. Hang on then. Just check. So I'm just doing a weather request now. Oh, so it has updated a little bit. Oh, that's fine. So we're now 2:10 at 14. Gusting 27. QNH still the same, temperature still the same. Alright, that's a quick update. Won't affect us too much. Apart from the wind that I put in there was completely wrong. I put 100 in there instead of 200. Doesn't matter. Five and a half hours Boston to Heathrow, though. I've seen that before as well. It's not that uncommon, that, is it? And 120 blue. Fruitbat says, yeah, it was him with a sim rate of times 16. One, 2, 1, 1 then. As we get onto approach frequency. Right on cue.
915, clear direct Delgo.
Direct Delgo, VSTraffic 915.
And just the latest
Midland
information
5,
is
Lima Delta,
Bravo.
clear direct Latmo. Clear direct to Latmo, Midland 5, Lima Delta.
Dublin approach. Good evening, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo A320 with Bravo passing flight level 170.
Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, Dublin approach could identified. Clear bag, so 4 Lima arrival landing runway 28 left. Descend to flight level 120.
Bags 04 Lima landing 28 left and descent flight level 120 Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo.
Midland 5 Lima Delta,
120
descend
blues
to
already set.
3,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend 3,000 feet, QNH 1012 with the 5 Lima Delta.
And Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, clear direct to Lapmo.
Direct to Lapmo now for Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo. So yeah, we are going to get in earlier. There we are, look. Still part of the arrival. Just means that I'm now going to go open descent, thrust idle, wind that speed up a little bit, just to get us underneath that profile. So we've got time to slow down. That has actually
monitor Unicom 122.
cut about 10 minutes of our flight time off.
Unicom 122 decimal, Shamrock 639, bye-bye.
Speed radar Dakar Romeo, monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8, good day.
Unicom, bye-bye, should I Victor Romeo?
Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, descend to flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo.
Air Berlin 21 Delta, clear ILS approach from 828 left, port established.
Clear ILS 28 left, report established, Aer Lingus 200.
Oh, there's
9015, monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8, good day.
Over to Unicom, Vista Panel 5, bye-bye.
Cabin crew, 20 minutes to land.
Midland 5 Lima Delta, cleared ILS approach from 828 left, port established.
Cleared ILS approach 28 left,
Okay,
report
Captain.
established.
I'll prepare the cabin for landing.
Remember guys, this airport we're flying to, you can use our discount code, and there's a link in the video description to the airport as well. Okay, so we're now nicely below the profile by about 1,000 feet, so wind that speed back 270. And with that, we will activate the approach phase. That's done.
Air Berlin 200 established, ILS 28 left.
Air Berlin 5 Lima Delta, speed 180 knots or greater, maintain until 6 miles.
180 until 6, Air Berlin 200.
Midland 5 Lima Delta, when established, speed 180 knots, maintain until 6 miles.
When established, speed 180.
That's tower frequency that I just put in the standby.
Air Berlin 21 Delta, contact tower from an 8 decimal 6, good day.
186, Air Berlin 21 Delta, have a great evening, bye-bye.
Lemon, it was information Bravo on the ATIS. There's a little warning here on the chart which makes me chuckle. Motorway running almost parallel with the runway 10 right to 8 left. What they're not saying there is don't land on it. Alright, 10,000 feet. Just slow ourselves down. Speed 250 knots and get our landing lights out and on. Hamstavlux 1, thank you for the follow. A bit cloudy coming down. We're in the anti-ice range. Let's get that one. We did brief actually there was probably going to be anti-ice required on the approach.
Midland 5 Lima Delta, thanks to contact tower from an 8 decimal 6 today.
118 decimal 6 and 5 Lima Delta, taxi.
Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend altitude 3,000, QNH 1012, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo. Looks like we're going to be levelling off 3,000 feet just before this as well, which is fine because we've still got to slow ourselves down, and I wanted 3,000 feet as we were 9 miles out for the 3-degree glide, so that's all looking nicely lined up at the moment. And there's a speed restriction there as well, as you can see, of 220 knots, as we had already said. Actually, we've burnt some fuel. Our clean speed is now 213, so we'll start to slow ourselves down in a minute. India Delta Whiskey is identified 25 miles out. Let's push for managed speed, start slowing down to green dot. Loving the cloud effects. Really nice, isn't it? I know it's I know it's just clouds, but honestly, it looks so good.
Dublin approach, good evening, Lufthansa 3 West Tango descending out of flight level 190480.
Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Tango, Dublin approach today identified. Cleared bag, so 4 Lima arrival. Landing runway 28 left, descend to flight level 150.
Descending flight level 150, cleared back so 4 Lima arrival 28 left. Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Tango.
And Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Tango after Sitku, cleared direct Latmo.
Passing Sitku direct Latmo, Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Tango.
Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, cleared ILS approach runway 28 left, abort established.
Cleared ILS approach runway 28 left, and will report established. Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo. Okay, so Outglass, Outlock Blue, Category Dual, Autopilot 1 and 2. Approach checklist bar ref QNH is 1012. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums are 410. Auto brake is low. Well, it will be. And engine burst selector is normal. EFP is stowed. $17 miles out.
Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Tango, descend to flight level 120.
Descending flight level 120, Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Tango.
VS 900. Just beneath the glide slope, as we can see here, so let's start configuring. Flaps 1, speeds checked. Flaps 1. I'll just select speed 190, 180, don't need that. Normally I'll go with 180, but still 14 miles out, and 190 still allows us to configure with flaps 2. Fly Coco says hello from Dublin Tower. Great to have you on. We are a rare visit to you, Fly Coco. So looking forward to this. No idea where we're going when we get on the ground, though. Just pulling thrust idle, open descent, just so we can slow ourselves down a little bit. Just seeing hints of the runway. Over to our right.
Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Tango, descend to flight level 80.
Descending flight level 80, Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Tango.
Speed alt start. Not quite a CDA, but never mind. Still in nav mode, that's not lock star just yet. There it is. And speed set 180. Flaps 2 out in a minute then, just to lift us into that glide slope. And there you are, look at that. We're not pointing at the runway. That's
Lufthansa 3 Whiskey
47
Tango,
knot wind
descent
at the minute.
altitude 5,000 feet, QNH
Flaps 2,
1012.
speed checked, flaps 2.
Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Tango descending altitude 5,000, QNH 1012.
Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, contact tower 118.6, good day.
Oh, tower, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, thanks for the service, good night.
For number 2, run F59.
Shamrock Tower, correction, Dublin Tower, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, established 28 left, 7 mile far.
Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, Takeoff, surface wind 200 degrees, 14 knots, gusting to 7, runway 28 left, clear 2 land.
Clear round 28 left, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo. Foxtrot, this is vanilla lighting. No, Flight Sim 24, the night lighting is
stunning. Runway 16, taxi Hotel 1, link 4, stand 203.
Right, manage speed, gear down. Spoilers armed.
Top runway 16, Hotel
Lights
1,
on, flaps 3.
and
Speed's checked.
Aberdeen 200.
Go around altitude 3,000 feet set. So, landing checklist. Cabin is secured. Go around altitude, as I've just said, 3,000 feet set. Eco memo, landing movement. Cabin crew seats for landing. The go around is straight out. Flaps 1, max speed 2.
Okay, Captain, cabin crew, take seats for landing.
Airplane 5 Delta cross runway will take taxi Hotel 1, second right airplane back to base, stand 314.
Cross 165 Hotel 1, stand 314, sorry I didn't get the other bit in the middle.
It's second right to airplane taxi 4 and then stand 314.
Okay, second right on base and stand 314.
Still quite a strong wind at the moment. What's that, 46 knots? Starts to drop in a minute. Hopefully.
And the 4 Romeo Whiskey taxi Phoenix 5, Foxtrot out of November, hold November 2. Phoenix 5 Fox out of November 2, runner 4 Whiskey. On the 59 surface, wind 200 degrees, 14 knots, gusting to 7, runway 2 to the right, clear for takeoff, bye-bye.
Good takeoff, clear. Thanks.
Right, here come the gusts. That is some crosswind. Autopilot off, it's now mine to crash. 1,000 feet. There's the gusts. This is what you don't get in Flight Sim 2020. Stable. Back on that centre line.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Bit of a bounce there. Okay, it's got spoilers, reverse green, and decel. Manual brakes, and the reverses are off.
Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo, welcome to Dublin, Vic 805 for Sierra.
Apologies, say again, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo.
Vacate right and right onto Sierra.
Vacate right, then right on Sierra, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo.
Runway 4 Whiskey from November 2 surface 200 degrees, 14 knots, gust into 7, runway 2 the right, clear for takeoff. Shema.
For takeoff 28 right, runway 4 Whiskey, Yankee Hay.
It's okay, Dublin are used to aircraft landing quite hard here.
Beverly 218 on block 6 for service.
Bye bye. Shamrock 6 Kilo back to Sierra, cross runway 1 expect T Bravo 2, Bravo 1 stand off choice, Sierra.
Clear cross runway 16, Bravo 2, Bravo 1 standard choice, Shamrock 6 Kilo Romeo. All we need to be bothered about is anything printing down here? No, landing was fine. That's the way I'm looking at it. Alright, APU, start that. So which wheel? We'll have to watch the replay. I think it was the right wheel touchdown first, wasn't it? Which, to be fair, is not uncommon.
Shamrock 6 over Yankee after 6Q, clear direct Latmo.
Not when you've got a crosswind and you have to put aileron in as well to correct.
Lamco, Shamrock 6 Yankee.
Then it just
Shamrock
hits
6
you.
Yankee, confirm Lapmo, Lima, Alpha, Papa, Mike, Oscar.
Lamco, Shamrock 6 Yankee.
Ryanair 59er, monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8, good day.
Vince says with that wind I would have landed on a nearby runway. Christian says his landing was pretty
Ryanair
unspectacular.
59er, monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8, good day.
108, Ryanair 59, thanks.
Dublin Tower, hello, Ryanair 74 Alpha activates and 125 information Bravo requesting clearance.
I thought my landing was spectacular for the wrong reason. Although the cabin crew didn't say anything about it, so can't have been that bad for them.
And Dublin Tower, Midland 122 and 201, request clearance.
It's 122, expect clearance, very PDC.
So, looking forward to seeing this airport though.
Dublin Tower, good evening, Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Tango Wireless, to left.
On the 3 Whiskey Tango, surface 200 degrees, 14 knots, gust into 7, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Runway 28 left, clear to land, Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Tango.
Lulu. Cabin crew can't say anything, they're concussed. I mean the landing was pretty poor. We got blown off the centre line, and yeah, it wasn't the best. We're clear across runway 16, not in use. Which, with the winds in the direction they are, would be useful, but never mind. Grey Wildcat, yeah, we'll have a quick look around the airport. And we've now got stand of choice. That's Bravo 1. So over here, we'll pick a stand. And as I say, I've never been to this airport before, so it's going to be fun to have a quick look around. Anyway, if you are not concussed, welcome. See, Lulu can get away with saying that because I know she'll have done worse. A few months ago, I do remember...
Ryanair 75 X-ray, request pushback.
Yeah, a few months ago, I was coming in for a landing, and it was absolutely fine. I'm talking real life, by the way. I was going in for a landing, the weather was perfect. There was hardly any wind. It was just beautiful, clear skies as far as the eyes could see. And oh man, I hurt my backside. It was a crunch. Always tend to land better when the weather's worse. Right, I'm going to pop the parking brakes on there, and yeah, let's have a little look around at this airport. So remember, this is brand new for FlightSim 2024. This is the version 2 of Dublin, already available for FlightSim 2020. Link in the video description as well. If you do want to purchase this, I'm just going to pop the discount code down at the bottom. There's a link in the video description to this airport, and as I said, you've also got the discount code down there to get you 10% off. But in terms of the airport itself, just because I'm not familiar with it, so I do want to have a quick look. But I'll say, oh wow, I'm curious what's upstairs. Not very much, but well, actually, flight connections, baggage reclaim and exit. You can actually just follow the signs. Yeah, I can hear that sound, Christian, you're talking about now. WH Smiths? The sign should be blue. Unless it's a different colour over here in Ireland. That's just dropped down. Oh yeah, they've done a fantastic job here. This is quite detailed, like Brussels, particularly on the inside. Even Lulu, that I'll have to find that story when you were new on the 7.3. It's bad when you expleet before the landing. But wow, this is really, really good. I do like the detail here. Vince, I think it's MK Sim that's done this. Really, really nice. BMI. What an airline. And obviously there is the brand new runway over there, runway 2. And for those VATSIM controllers working in the control tower, let's have a quick look. Oh, very nice. That is a really cool view. I like that. That's a very cool view. Although ATC's gone down. Love this. That's brilliant. I like it when they go to extra lengths to put stuff in like that. Yeah, that is really nice. Great airport. Vince is going to get it. Well, Vince, remember to use the discount code down below and the link in the video description. But yeah, definitely a really cool airport. Great one to fly into. Shame EasyJet don't fly there. Well, not yet. I think they did buy some slots, didn't they, at one point? Probably to sell them to Ryanair for a profit. But they have indeed done a lot of detailing. We're not moving passengers at all. Oh no, we're not got moving passengers, but I'm not that bothered about that. Well, that sign's blue for WH Smith. That's fine. Foxy Doe, I have a couple of things for model matching. I use. Can we go through the walkway? Oh no, we can't. That doesn't matter. I use both FSTraffic and FSLTL for both of those. But there's videos on the channel about my model matching and how you can mimic it, so you can check that out if you wish. But yeah, that's That's awesome. Fantastic. Really, really do like that. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and I shall leave you as per usual with our usual replay, if it works. We'll see if that works. But until next time, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who has joined us on our flight today, and as always to our awesome EasyJet SimPilot channel members. Really, really great of you and the support that you guys show. So whatever you're doing now for the rest of the evening, have a nice evening. I'm going to leave you with our final view for the landing. Good evening, guys. Thanks for watching, and a massive thank you as always to our channel members and the support you guys give. Good evening, everyone. Speak to you all next time. Bye bye.
Retard.